the only other place you go, you have the heights. That's Miramar, but then you don't have the trees. And I think both Potato and most of Vikendi is a pretty good one there.
I would say it's probably my only issue with Vikendi is there's a little too many towns in a small area. Too many building compounds here, there, and everywhere.
Too many compounds. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's been one of the main. One of the main talking points in terms of, is this going to be in 2020? Is it going to be a viable map? And if it is, what could be done to make it better? And they've also, they have cleared out
the cryptic tweeting. Oh, is it going to get removed?
I'm a cryptic tweeter myself every now and again. I don't mind that every now and again.
This is.
I was just going to say the whole Northwest. I mean, this is more like rainbow dropping. I like it.
This is
like where you infiltrate. You go spy mode. You know.
So, okay.
This is infiltration mode.
I'm not sure who's going to come out on top. We're going to have fights from the beginning. Okay, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. That's a shotgun picked up. That's what I like to see. Go on, Anonymous, get it in there.
Spike told me they had looked up where they were dropping. So either they changed the drop or they forgot where they dropped because they've just been like jumped straight on their faces. Maybe it's on purpose. I'm not sure.
Reload your shotgun, mate. Reload your shotgun.
He's not going to use it. He's going to die before he gets to fire off 30 bullets anyway.
The best weapon at this range. Although.
It's also scary and consistent at times. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I like the look, though. He looks like a very angry police woman with a
mustache.
But then again, can't assume many of those things.
He's on his own in that building. He shouldn't be too panicky. I feel like he's kind of chilling a little too much.
I think he did see a lot of parachutes without any name tags on them.
That's it.
So I think there was like at some point when it's just like playing.
I like Twins though. Twins is proactive up here.
Yeah, he's looking around. He's
got a crossbow. Okay, you won't be in a crossbow. It's one of those deadly silent shots. You don't know where the hell it's coming from.
The only gun other than the AWM2 one-shot a level 3 helmet, by the way. Yeah?
Can land, if you can land the shots.
If you know what you're hitting, then yeah.
Sure, okay, Blood, did you see him? Bloody Jesse absolutely does. Doesn't land too much, though. Meanwhile, Elwin's been taken down.
This is a squad game than a platoon game. Like, there won't be that one big fight. Yeah, it's going to be small skirmishes throughout the game.
Okay, Jupsik's got a good angle, but N24 from this range, I think probably.
Also, just all the fences. So many things that can prevent
the single bullets
actually hitting. Yeah, exactly. So many ways that can go wrong, and is it worth giving up your position on a shot that there's a big chance you won't hit? Is
Manzi going to go for it? Is he going for the peak? Because if he is, he's going to get a big slice of bloody Jesse. Should see him. Twins is... Oh, Jupsik's on a really good flank here. Twins has been caught out. That's going to give Jupsik all the information you need. Anonymous does get knocked and taken down on the backside there. Bloody Jesse's going aggressive, but they have been completely wrapped out now. That nade going in, that's going to confirm. No, misses the window. Small issue.
I mean, it looks to me like when you
okay, Bloody Jesse just hit Jupsik's M24.
Yeah, I think he must know. He must know. He's kind of split in the middle, and it looks like all teams have dropped in 3 squads of 8.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what they've done. So the reason Anonymous knew where they were. Let's see here. That's a good little flush down there with the UMP against an M4. Not a fight that you would normally win, but
it's a good start for Finland here. Yeah, they've come out on top of this one. There's only this last man standing. Venufo.
Tie things up. Venufo, yeah. We can call him that.
In a 1v3. Jupsik on the stairs. He's going to get the loot. Well, I mean, all these guys are pretty low looted. I don't think Twins are going to be able to crawl in there. Just trying, bless him.
Gotta give credits for trying.
Oh,
no backpack, no nothing.
Jupsik just peeked. He saw him. He saw him. Okay. Okay, Venue. He get caught out, but Jupsik goes down. The support's going to come in. Is he going to be quick enough? Comes around the corner, tries to get the spray down, gets the instant headshot. That was the last bullet he had, but the nade came back out. But it does mean that they're all down there. There's nobody around to look. Actually, no. Here comes the support.
Yes.
And did they get Twins up in time? They have. Look at that. They've caught Twins on the very last blip.
Yeah, there's one player now, unless if he gets these guys up, then it'll be 3 against what looks now to be more like 12 than the 8 I was going to say.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty damn outnumbered at this point. The entire Czech brigade just came down to say hello.
Jupsik's in trouble, back on his feet, but they are surrounded and they're on just this stairwell. That's all they've got left. They're about to get pushed from around the side. That's going to be working out well. They've got doubles taken down. The highest fragger in the last game. Schluppy also tries to get the push around. That's got another one down finally. Schluppy comes around the back along with Spike. Support has arrived, and they will be all down. But look at those knocks, though. They did well.
They did do damage. Unfortunately, not.
Oh, hello. Coming in behind. Pro player.
It's only one player, though. And this whole area is very red in terms of naming. So I would assume that whether he gets knocks or not, it won't really matter too much. Because as you can see, with the angle they're taking, no one's going to get flushed off of those knocks. And all the knocks we saw in that fight before, they all came back on their feet. So even though it looked good for a little while in terms of the kill feed, Finland really lost quite a bit in that whole engagement.
Yeah, it didn't work out. So 4 lost for the Czechs at the moment. Pro player in the corner here. I like the name, by the way.
Yeah?
Pro player. It's good.
It's a very Finnish way of saying he's a good guy, you know? Yeah.
Should be able to see them in the open down there. That little car blocking as much as it. That was a bang-on headshot. Yeah, you're done, son. You're done. The molly's around the back as well. In the smoke. Going to go inside. Frog's there.
And he was
little troglodyte. Gets him down. Okay, nice, job done. So this area has been complete, but further to the east, Finland are doing the same to what looks like 3 or 4 players of the Czech. You can see Signs has just got one Kajiti down, but they are also now getting surrounded.
I was just going to say, despite him dying, he did spend, like, he did waste a lot of time for a lot of the Czech players. You can see now they're now not before now making their way out of villas.
But they're all coming back out. So everybody who was up there is all going to pour over here now.
Castle is being left, as you can see now. They are playing on the new Vikendi, so the ice has pushed further down around Castle. Used to just be water you have to swim through, but now you can actually run across from there as well. And now Finland pushing forward towards the
Spikes down and done.
Yep.
Calling him out. They were the team that they were trying to push in on the vehicles, I believe, there. And Spike's been picked off, so they tried to get around there as quick as they could. Jappy goes down, though. Signs doing some work here, Signs. He's on his own now. Left in the building. But I think he took 2 or 3 down already. Yes. The rest of Czechia, they're abandoning this. They're going straight for the circle. Everybody's trying to get position now. Weight D down, as you say, on the edge of the ice.
It's a horrible circle.
But yeah, it's a horrible circle down the bottom.
It really is. And the more time you can waste on your opponents, like as a solo player, as Saints, I mean, look at how, what is this? 7, 8 players that he's, well, pretty much wasting their time for that 1 kill, right? Look at how many players from Czech Republic have managed to make their way into the circle off of, well, essentially Finland not having.
Look at the cutoff. Look at the cutoff. They've covered the castle. They're covering the other room. They've isolated everybody that's there.
Yeah.
Is now going to have to take a massive rotate.
All because Saints managed to, well, pretty much play peekaboo with them for such a long time.
Is it going to work out? Schluppy's going to be the man that might get caught in the back. He's coming around in his vehicle, so they need to try and gate camp as best they can. It looks like they're all pulling into the castle, which means it will leave this open road. Zampeak down on the far west side here, almost scouting for them, while the rest of Finland, wow, just knew you've just got the flag on, okay.
That's what I've been missing. Where are the BRDMs?
Yeah.
We had like a game with a BRDM brigade. I mean, we only had 2 of them, but just like running side by side into war.
Did he fire it off? He did fire it off, right?
You can use them.
He did fire it off. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I thought I saw him reloading, so I assume he flied it. So that's actually dead center, I think, isn't it? So
there's
that's
something along it, yeah.
Yeah, so they should be okay with that one. I don't think they're going to get too pixelic.
You know what I would like to see? Vikendi on the ice, only pants, throwing fight in the middle. Just like full on warfare in that regard. Let's see Circle. Does it commit?
Oh,
doesn't really commit to one side of the ice, but seems like the West is there. And Zampeak and Gargi, you're kind of alone.
We're gonna have a fight.
That's where the game's gonna end, of course.
Yeah, we may do. We may have a fight on that Kantra bridge. I think that.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's going to be the Kantra bridge.
Could be.
Well, Zampeak and Gargi. Good luck, son.
If you're the northern bunch, because there's quite a few, we don't see that many names, but you can see all the +3s. So there's quite a few players on the northern side for Czech Republic. Do you already now commit to the western side of the water, or do you try to go to the east side, knowing that you have to cross over a bridge at some point?
Oh, he took him out of the car. Gargi's up there as well, so he should. Oh, he's a long way away.
There's
though.
So many more people coming though. He needs to start repositioning right now.
He's got support. Look at Gargi. They're Kantra. They're coming over the bridge. The Czech are coming over the bridge, and Finland are not catching them off guard quick enough. Zampeak will go down. Luke V is stopped on the bridge. I'm not sure about stopping, son. I don't think that's a good idea. Gargi's on his own now. Zampeak's down. So Gargi's trying to do what he can to pull their attention while everybody gets across the Kantra bridge.
They want to get over this bridge. They've got to be now, because if the next circle shifts over, Finland is going to be all over it.
Yeah, Justin and Co. They're on this little area. Yeah, oh, no, don't get held up here. You've got to push. You've got to push. If they don't push, they're going to get caught out. They could set up something at the rocks here, maybe with the vehicles and stuff, to give them as much cover. But you can see it's quite open.
This is a rush B&O stop. If the first guy stops running just because a flashbang came through the door, then the entire plan fails. You gotta just commit to that driving across.
I think these are the first people I've ever seen using Mixer as their advert instead of Twitch. It's normally Twitch, obviously Spike.
Oh yeah,
Spike.
yeah. Or
Mixer.
or TV,
that's a new one on me. That one.
Yeah, you never know.
You gotta try and make you living somewhere.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's everyone's.
Okay, they made it. Or at least the lion's share of the Czech team made it over. It's pretty close still between them, 21-20. Coupled still down. So this actually, if Luke V just finishes off that one, this may actually be dead level. What is Tractor doing? He's sneaking in behind them, but now, because they got across that Kantra bridge, it's certainly looking very good for the Czech.
Up the hill right now, Czech Republic, and contain. That entire city has a wall around it, like literally a fence around it that all the players will have to get through and out. If you can hold them off, you can see now they're already they know that Finland. If we get caught behind that wall, we're dead. There's no way in hell we're getting out. They need to run right now before Czech Republic gets into a good enough position. And right now it's just a race against time. Like who gets into the position first?
Well, look at the hill. The hill is all red. They are in position.
It's like a repeat of last game. Finland downhill and Czech Republic with the high ground.
And everybody. This time, though, there is a lot more cover. Luke V with another headshot onto Sikora. And yeah, this man at the back there, Tractor, sneaking in behind.
It's Mission Impossible kind of, isn't it? Him running around back there.
Thad Lad and Mikaz are the ones that he's going to come up against first. Thad Lad.
Gotta love that name. He's a fat lad. Is that a word?
Not really.
Can you be fat?
I mean, there's bad lad.
Maybe he has like a lisp, or whatever you call it.
Mikaz is the one holding the back.
He's expecting it.
I feel like he's definitely expecting something here. He's seen or heard something.
He wouldn't be sitting like this if it wasn't because they knew that someone at some point had heard footsteps that weren't their own. Yeah. Also, the circle is shifting out of the city completely, so you might as well just dedicate a player to it.
Thadlad's gone wide to check the other side of the wall, and Mikaz is just holding the back wall to make sure they don't get the back stab.
Yeah, might as well just dedicate a player to it.
Chechu, you've got to be careful. They're kind of being outnumbered, I think, on the left side at the moment. On the west side, Trog is pushing in towards Mucker and Co. If they lose out on that side, they could get flanked, which is what they are going to be watching. That's Trog. He's the man in the action. So Mucker did get downed. Former was it AA skills, AB skills, whatever they're called.
What I'm thinking right
was
now...
in. Misclick's going to go up and over the top.
If they count like circle control in percentage right now, you've got to be thinking that Czech will get the next circle, right?
Maybe. I mean, it did take a hard shift in the last game.
Yeah.
Mucker's got back up on his feet and got Kejduran down. Okay, Doran. That's a good nade. That's a good nade on Trog. Unfortunately, it was a molly.
Unless if you hard shift north, you would have to think the Czech Republic is going to be the defending team with Finland pushing towards them to some extent.
There's reinforcements coming for Czech Republic on this side. The one we're watching here is starting to get backed up. There's a lot of teams all coming in. It's almost splitting at the moment. Obviously, the circle will shift it, but it's almost splitting into a full east-west fight. This one on the west is where a lot of the action is. Careful you don't molly your own teammate, as Lost HD does get down by Mystic there. So Mystic pops out, gets the shot down. Willou's going to try and squeeze up, but Twins is rushing the hillside.
And this is essentially the exact same thing we saw last game, where few amount of players hold off the entire push from the enemy team. And their main mission is to well, obviously kill them if you can, but just prevent them from moving forward, because the circle might come to you, and it just did.
Okay, using his teammate as bait there, and working well, so he downs Twins. The circle, though, has shifted south, so it's very much Czech Republic circle. The question is, what will they do with it? Because Finland have the numbers, and they are squeezing on the west side and slowly working their way through. Mystic is kind of like the front man holding them at bay. But they all have to peek about these rocks, and as you can see, every time they do, there's a Kar 98 or an M24 waiting for them. And the Czech Republic are slowly whittling them down.
Yeah, these rocks work great for cover, but once you have to push around them, there's also only that many areas you can push through. And if you're Czech Republic, you just sit and wait for them to come through those very specific areas. As long as you can hold them, shouldn't be too difficult to win this one.
Is that Hawkins for the Czech Republic? They got an
you didn't know he's come there?
They got an inside guy, have they?
Tractor finally reveals his position. Now I think Vasco and Holzman realize that there's a guy shooting at them from behind. They would want to deal with pretty quickly.
Last on Mark confirms. It's back and forward at the moment. Pretty even. Tractor has spotted, as you say, that's him gone. Boom.
So.
Done. So, tried to get around there. Mystic still hanging back there. He's got Thadlad down. Tuho is near him. But the Finnish team are starting to squeeze further and further on the western side, but it is very even.
It is.
Rustamar's been picked off. Mystic, of course, the man on the back, is the man that takes him down. Muka looking back, thinking, where did that just come from? They thought we dealt with that little pain in our backside. He's in the blue, but he still survives.
There's more of them. They're everywhere, as they say. Still a lot of circle control for the Czech Republic, but I don't think that's going to matter because this fight will happen here, blue circle or not. And now the Finnish are pushing forward up the hill, and you have to be ready with this response pretty much right now.
Yeah, it's pushed
if you're Czech
east.
Republic.
It's pulled east. That's where they were losing a battle on the west, and they pulled to the east, and it's looking like they may overrun it here, but it's back and forth, and Czech Republic pop out, and that's a lot of AR action going on. Sonic goes down, Nade rattles in, gets Gargi down. Ostrolovac's going to try and peek over, but look at the Finnish response as they try and pour over the hill. This is going down to the wire at the moment. I got to say, for the Czech Republic, they are now all on one side. Everybody that's on this east side is pretty much dead or getting overrun, but the west side is strong and it's working out well. I think the Czechs, with this flanking maneuver, here we go, look at this. On the west side, they're all pushing around. Finland are in trouble.
This is the final push. This is where the very final fight will stand. As you can see, out in numbers right now, Finland will have to pull off something amazing.
They're
down
only
to just 4 players, yep.
4 standing, maybe that's down to 3 standing, I think, as Mikas gets finished off and knocked. There's not a lot they can do about this. The numbers is in favor of the Czech Republic. And while it looked like Finland maybe had to just push that hill, it was just a little too far. Sikora, the last man standing for Finland in a 9v1. He's got to push around the side. Actually, I think there's 2 more down there. So he's got to get around. That's a 2v1 on that rock. He's just got to try and play the numbers. Okay, 30 bullets in your gun. What are you going to do? Doesn't matter. Gets 1 down, but he's finished off. And it will be 9-0, which makes it 2-0 on maps for the Czech Republic.
And once again,